Savvy and back with another video. And today I'm doing a little bit of cooking and everyone likes my macaroni, and so I figured why not make a video about my mac and cheese, macaroni, whatever you want to call it. I know I'm looking like a little Bow Wow, just bear with me, and if you're interested in watching me cook, keep watching.
So first I pour my cooked noodles into my pan that I already sprayed and coated with olive oil so it doesn't stick. And now I'm just spreading the noodles around. Next, I put like a big chunk of butter in there and I coat all my noodles in the butter. My first bag of cheese, which is sharp cheddar. I get a total of 3 bags of cheese normally, like a sharp cheddar. Then I always get Velveeta shredded because the way it melts, it kind of helps everything get really creamy and stick together. And then just another bag of cheese. I think I have like a Colby Jack cheese for my last one. So I take my first bag and I pour it in there and I mix it all around so it's evenly distributed within the noodles in the pan. So now I'm going to season it before I add the other cheese so I can mix it around. I use Creole seasoning, the Tony Chachere's or whatever you say. I use my Creole garlic powder, salt, pepper, garlic salt, and another Creole seasoning. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, okay, Blackened seasoning, that's what it is. And I really don't measure my seasonings. I just really eye everything I do unless I'm trying a new recipe, but I've been doing this for a minute, so I just eyeball it. My advice would be like cover the entire surface in each seasoning, except I didn't go overboard with the blackened seasoning because I feel like I had a lot of Creole, so that was just a little bit of extra taste. So now I'm gonna take my Velveeta and pour that all in there once I mix around the first batch of seasoning. And I turned on my ring light. I didn't have it on because I'm an idiot, so sorry. Okay, so I add my next bag of cheese, and then of course I have to season it some more. So I just go back in with all the other seasonings I used the first time, because you gotta make sure you're nice and seasoned or else it's not gonna taste good. So now I'm gonna take my heavy whipping cream. I think it's a half pint. I don't know, the smaller one, not the tiny one, but the medium one. I buy it. And I add that entire thing in. By the way, I used almost an entire box of elbow macaroni noodles, not the entire box. So if you're making more, like 2 boxes, just double everything, or just eye it out. And so I pour that entire thing of whipping cream in and I mix it all together. And I know some people like make their little sauce on the stove and whatnot, but I don't. I feel like this is fine. It all melts together, and you mix it up really well so it all combines well. And so I felt like I didn't have enough liquid, so I added some milk. I drink almond milk, so don't judge me. It does the same shit as a regular milk. So now I'm going to take 2 eggs. Yes, I use eggs because I feel like it keeps it all together, holds together well, and adds a little bit of flavor. If you don't use eggs in your macaroni, I'm not eating it. I'm sorry. You just have to use eggs, period. So mix your eggs evenly. It's really important to do this evenly and mix it really well because you don't want a chunk of egg. You don't want to bite into a chunk of egg. The point of the egg is to mix it all around so it holds everything together. So at this point you can see it's getting really creamy because the more you mix it, it creates the, the sauce, like the cream sauce. It really starts combining all the flavors up in there. That way it'll just all melt together and be delicious. So once you feel like it's mixed enough, just even it out throughout the pan so it's all level. Then I add some more pepper, on top and a little bit of seasoning. Then I open my next bag of cheese and cover the top with the cheese. And I sprinkle some more Creole on top of it, just, for a little more pizzazz. And there you have it. Put your oven at 350 and I keep it in there for about 35 to 40 minutes. And it comes out looking like this. Smack. That whole meal was just smack.